Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Jake Hite of now John Carroll Football. That's where he's heading next, of course, Lake Catholic High School. How's it going?
I'm doing good. Just really pumped about my decision. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well.
Good.
So, what have you been up to and since then? And talk about the decision that you've made to continue your football career.
Yeah, so actually, since our last talk we had, actually, that was probably my second to last visit I had before John Carroll. So I wasn't really scheduling many or going on new schools because I knew that I narrowed down my list already. But it was just a hard decision to make. But it's also easy when I took time to reflect because I knew it would be right for me and I knew whatever I made would be the best decision for me down the road.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Talk about like what kind of sold you a little bit and
Yeah. So John Carroll has been in my blood forever, pretty much. Both my parents went there, and my brother went there, and he's currently getting his master's there right now. So I've grown up being around John Carroll all my life, and I knew from the time I could even remember being on there for the first time. I mean, I felt like home, and I always thought, like, even when I was in middle school, that I was like, I might be going to John Carroll and being like how the rest of my family went there, but the cards played right and they ended up contacting me and I was very excited. That was probably one of the most like school offers that I got I was most excited for. I
yeah.
mean, that's one I've even thought about from the beginning. When I first decided to play football, I was like, I want to play for John Carroll, and I knew it. So that's it wasn't really a hard decision actually, but just being around it for so long, I knew how great of a school it was with all the education and all the coaches that they've had go to the NFL. I knew they were doing something right, and I knew it was a good school. I knew it was a place where I wanted to be.
So let's talk about like what the rest of the year has for you. I know you're finishing out your year in high school. What's
Yeah.
that? What are your goals for the rest of the year?
So I'm not doing any other high school sports right now. I don't want to risk getting injured. So I'm focusing on lifting to get stronger. I'm actually doing yoga classes twice a week to focus on flexibility and like being calm and peaceful. So that's been helping me a lot. And then just focusing on fundamentals, I mean, we've had snow on the ground for over a month now. So it's not pretty much the best stuff to kick in. So I just focus on fundamentals like contact and dropping and staying calm.
For sure.
Yeah.
Going into your first college season, what's that going to be like for you? Is it going to be different? Do you know what to expect or anything?
Um, I know what to expect a little bit. Like I'm very familiar with the conference and the team. I'm familiar with all the coaches. I'm glad to have good relationships with them. So on that, I pretty much know what I'll be getting into, but like how practices will go and like players and everything, like it's all going to be a whole new territory to me. I mean, Lake Catholic, I was starting. I was one of the better kids, I'd say, but now I'm going to be the bottom of the pyramid. So it's going to be a completely different start, different than what high school football was for me because I didn't play my first year. So it's going to be completely new to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: Are you ready to graduate? I know it's first day of March at time of recording,
Yeah.
but how ready are you to get high school
You
done?
know, I don't know. I mean, part of me, I know I'm going to miss it. I
Yeah.
know I will. I'm going to come back to a few of our high school games next year. I want to see the team, see the coaches. I'm going to miss my teachers and some of the kids I'm never going to see again after this year. So I think I'm going to miss it, but I also know next year will be better for me. I'll be more independent. I'll be more on my own. I'll be more living like a true adult, I would say. So I'll be making whole new friends, being, I'd say, part of like a family where I can actually decide it for my own. Like being 18, you can pretty much decide all that stuff. But compared to when you're a freshman and 14, it's just, you try to fit in with the crowd. So I think it'll be a lot more of a maturity aspect for me, but I think it's gonna be better for me. But high school, yeah, I think I'll miss it. Um, I'm at the point where I don't say I want to graduate, but I'm at the point where I'm ready to go to college.
Best memory from high school football.
From high school football. I'd say last season, state runner-up was pretty fun, but I didn't really have like a big role on the team, so I didn't feel like I was that involved. Which I mean, I could see, but probably I think this year actually, because this year was when I made a lot more friends with the football team, going to all the workouts and everything. I was actually a part of something, which I loved. And it was more than just one moment. It was the whole experience that was my favorite.
Yeah, for sure. So definitely gonna stay with you for a long time.
Yes,
Many
for
people
sure.
don't miss high school, but everybody misses high school football, no matter how old.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
good stuff. All right. Well, Jake, thanks so much for coming on for
of
just a few
course.
minutes, and congratulations, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.